To log into Rick's Enterprise through Internet Explorer with a simple login and password, this will take you to the message center and dashboard. Here you'll find out things that may be new in the version that was just released on the first Tuesday of each month, any kind of system alerts, and you're also going to be able to move right into your dashboard. Dashboard is that 10,000-foot view of some information that you might like to see every time you log in. This could be everything from something like this, where I'm taking a look at my sales by day, by department, over the last couple of weeks. Or I can take a look and see that here, for example, on Saturday the 10th, how accessories have really spiked. Were we doing a promotion? But there was an exceptional increase right there compared to things we had in our footwear and our apparel. Here I'm looking at, over the last month, my best-selling vendors in terms of dollars. I can find out from Saucony that there was $73,000 of Saucony sales over the last month. These pods are all customizable to the user and can be any kind of top-level sort of information that's important to you. There are two things that you need to tell your RIC system. You need to tell it what came in the back door and what went out the front. What goes out the front, which is the selling, goes through what we call point of sale, which is computer terminology for your cash register. This is a sales screen that you would see, your employees would see, when they go through the ring sales process. RICS has gift card capability, has built-in time clock. You have the ability to do the inventory inquiry right from here, to have visibility to the stock in the store where you happen to be, as well as any store in your system. Customer information can be built right here at point of sale, including purchase history. This gives you the tools to merchandise better, but also to market very specifically to your customers. Your customer information is not only a marketing tool, but a customer service tool. When Phyllis comes in and she says, you know, those sandals that I got last year, they've just been great. You remember them, they were black. Well, no, you don't, but you can go right into your purchase history, have a quick lookup of everything that she's done by date, by store, by salesperson, what the item was, the size, the width, the price. It's all right here so that you can provide the best possible customer service in the store, whether it's to be able to look at someone's record to say, well, this is the type of things that she buys, or when she comes back in and she says, I want another pair just like I got last time, it's all right here for you. So we have Phyllis up. We can, from this point, we can begin to scan in the items that she's going to buy. After 3 scans, we've entered all the detail for 3 items. We can hit our function 7 key or use the mouse to tender it. This customer has received a frequent buyer award of $44.80, which we're going to apply on her next purchase. Just as a side note, RICS has great flexibility with loyalty programs. How's she going to pay for it? She wants to give us cash of $200, and she wants to write a check for the rest of it. We hit F9 to end the sale, pops the receipt, opens the drawer, and we're off onto our next ticket. Hopefully this very quick overview has given you somewhat of an idea of how easy it is to ring up a sale in RICS. We found that most people can be very comfortable ringing up most types of transactions within 10-15 minutes of initial training. This is not a cumbersome or complicated process. From the dashboard, I want to give you an overview of how RICS Enterprise is set up in the back end. You've got basically very few places you have to run around and look for information. We work out of a tab system, where here in my reporting tab, I can go in, and this is where all of my output whether it's everything from bestsellers reports to sales by days and times to inventory reports, customer reports, salespeople reports, and other kinds of information that's critical for your business in a reporting nature. This is where you're going to pull it from here. In our inventory tab is where we're going to do our purchasing, receiving, printing labels, doing stock transfers, doing all of the functions that are necessary to do a physical inventory. The inventory tab is where you're going to do your purchasing, your receiving, printing stock labels, doing your stock transfer, anything that is related to physical inventory. One very powerful feature, inventory inquiry. This is your snapshot into an item to find out what's really going on and gives you an idea of what you can do with respect to not just here on the SKU level, but also on the class, the vendor, and even price point levels. Here I have visibility in store 1, store 2, store 3, store 4, store 5 to a particular item, the sizes that we have on hand at this particular moment in this SKU. I can see across my organization. I can go in and look at any of these types of things. If I want to see what have I got on order at once, what have I got on order futures, what have I sold by size. So it's a real powerful look into what's going on with a particular item. I'm asked constantly, well, what am I going to have to do to get this thing going? Well, you're going to spend your time in the beginning in setup. And setup is where you're going to build the foundation of your company by putting in your information. RIX is basically a fill-in-the-blank system. So here's where we set up things like our suppliers. You're going to have a very powerful class structure for merchandising purposes, but again, everything is a fill-in-the-blank system. So I go into my managed suppliers. To build your supplier codes, it's a matter of using the first 4 letters of the vendor's name, completing the template with their information so that you have this easily at your fingertips. So you have a vendor, Robert's Shoe Company, you can call it ROBE, Roberts, and continue, fill in the blanks and save it. RIX is simply filling in the blanks with your information. Anyone can do it, you can do it. Vendors and everything else that we've done all relates back to what we do with reporting. In our sales reports, to give you an idea of how easy it is to get extremely important information yet very easily out of your RIX system, we're going in and take a look at the bestsellers report. One of my favorites because it's easy for all of us to understand. We like to look at bestsellers. What sales period do you want to analyze? The template that you see here for setting up your report is the same template throughout RIX. So once you kind of understand the layout, everything flows. We have a lot of what we call preset periods, whether you want to take a look at week to date, previous week, month to date, previous month, but we can also go down and run any report on any given range of dates. We can further drill in whether I want to select just certain stores, I want to select certain classes, only certain suppliers, and get meaningful information at the level as narrow or as broad as important to you at that particular moment. We could spend so much time in this part of RIX Enterprise, but you know what I think is really important would be to talk about the things that are important to you. So feel free to give us a call. Our 800 number is 1-800-654-3123 and hit extension 2 and that'll put you right into my office. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.